My child, you feel the weight, don't you? A pressure that wasn't there before. A sense that things around you have become difficult. You might think this is just the circumstances, or maybe you're doing something wrong. But listen closely, my child. For I am speaking to you now because of this very feeling. The enemy has taken notice. It senses the shift in you, the power I have placed within you, the path I have set you on. That is why the resistance has intensified, why your peace feels disrupted, why distractions feel sharper than ever. This isn't random, my beloved child. It's a reaction. And in this crucial hour, you need to understand precisely what is unfolding. My child, know that as I bring you nearer to me and lead you upward, the circle around you might seem smaller. This is often the reason you feel a separation from others, or sense they don't fully grasp the way I have marked out for you. This specific journey I'm guiding you upon is not for everyone. It is a path held only for those I have chosen. You have wondered why you feel so solitary. The reality is, my child, the spiritual space I am leading you into is not a place where everyone can easily dwell. I am summoning you into a spiritual truth that demands inner strength and a steady heart. Many wish for the outcome, but few are ready for the dedication this journey asks for. My beloved child, understand this is not a burden I place upon you. Instead, I am protecting you and making you suitable for what is coming. I am setting you aside for a period so I can prepare you. The task I have assigned to you requires a new way to exist, my precious child, a fresh understanding of truth, and a different way of carrying yourself. You cannot climb higher while clinging to your former habits. You cannot see new understanding through the filter of old thoughts. You are being prepared anew. My child, perhaps you feel a pull toward returning to what feels familiar and safe. But you cannot unsee what your eyes have witnessed. You cannot dismiss what I have revealed to you. You have encountered genuine truth, and anything less than authentic will no longer satisfy you. My child, those whose hearts were once close to yours might now find it difficult to grasp you. Those who walked near you may now maintain a greater distance. This parting can bring sorrow, yet it is part of a sacred way. My child, you are not truly losing those who walked with you. You are gaining spiritual understanding and preparedness. And as you move upward, your comprehension will become deeper and more sure, my child. Not everyone who is no longer close to you decided to step away themselves. Some were gently guided from your way by my hand. My child, understand that you are not being cut off from your connections with others. You are being drawn nearer to me, always upward. My child, sometimes quietness and upward progress occur together. This is why you have felt so drained, a deep weariness in your inner self. The path I am guiding you on requires much, but the new viewpoint you will gain will make the effort valuable. To ascend requires your willingness to follow me, my child, even when you do not understand every detail. You will not possess every piece of understanding or specific step, but you will have my leading, and my leading is enough. For I do not ask you to understand it all. I ask you to rely on me. My cherished child, everything within you that is diminishing during this time is making space for something new I am forming inside you. The impatience you sensed, the uncertainty, the desire for acceptance from others. These cannot accompany you to the place I am guiding you towards. They belonged to an earlier stage of your journey, not this upward climb. My child, this is a sacred season of shift, and attention is on you. Not the eyes of humans, but the watchfulness of the unseen spiritual world. My child, you are not moving upward merely to tolerate. You are moving upward to receive what I have prepared for you. My child, I am not simply lifting you for your own sake alone. I am raising you higher so others can find their way by observing the path you travel. You are becoming a marker pointing the way, a source of light for others, a fixed point. And a fixed point must stand steady, even when it stands alone. My child, this upward ascent isn't about gaining worldly standing. It is about increasing your spiritual grasp, your ability to discern truth, your inner certainty, and the clarity of your vision. My child, you are about to see things in a new way, to look with fresh eyes, to move with a different step. Because where I am leading you, you cannot risk being pulled astray. You cannot pause in doubt. You cannot lack certainty. My child, I have called you to climb, and at the summit there will be times of deep closeness to me, clear leading and understanding of my plans. But there will also be times of solitude. You won't find my presence in loud groups, my beloved. It rests in quiet places set aside for me. So do not fight this call to higher ground, my child. Do not be afraid of being by yourself. I am not removing you from your links with others. I'm bringing you into a deeper connection with me. This upward journey will require you to yield your own desires, my child, but it will bring you spiritual wholeness. My child, you are not just moving upward. You are being prepared for something more significant, for the purpose I have for you involves this ascent, my child, and the unseen spiritual realm is observing how you proceed. My child, you can feel this, even if you cannot put it into words. The rising strain, the growing challenge, the feeling of weight in the air around you. This isn't just happening in your thoughts. This is resistance from the spiritual dimension. My beloved one, grasp this truth. As you step more fully into the design I made for you, the darkness notices. There's a reason things have felt tougher lately. Why small issues trouble you. Why your inner peace feels shaken. Why your rest is sometimes broken. You aren't facing this because you are fragile. You are being watched because of the strength I have placed within you. Your spiritual position has shifted, and now the forces opposed to you are reacting swiftly. The enemy sees your movement forward before anyone else. The darkness doesn't need permission to respond. It is agitated the moment you step into my purpose. That is why the pressure has come upon you without fanfare. Thoughts meant to distract you, a deep weariness in your spirit, unexpected difficulties. These aren't meant to crush you, my cherished one, but to cloud your vision. But here is what the darkness didn't grasp. Difficult times only reveal what I have already placed inside you. You do not break under pressure. You are shaped through it. The intensity doesn't destroy you, it refines you. Your spiritual presence has become a concern to the enemy. You do not even need to speak a word to cause a reaction. You have walked into places and felt resistance without a single word being spoken. That is clear seeing. That is confirmation. You now stand as a challenge to what opposes you, because you are no longer easily pulled away from the path I set for you. You don't run and hide. You don't crumble at the first sign of difficulty. You have seen much hardship. You have carried heavy burdens. And because of this, your inner strength is firm. What is happening around you is not just about your own journey. You hold something precious inside that can no longer be kept hidden. As you draw closer to letting go of the old ways, my child, the pressure surrounding you grows stronger. The darkness understands that if you fully release what I have placed within you, everything will change in your life. This is why you have faced struggles in your quiet moments, in your thoughts, and in your ability to see things clearly. The closer you come to letting it emerge, the more intense the opposition grows. For the moment you fully embrace my purpose for you, those old ways connected to your past begin to break apart. But I did not create you to shrink back from what feels frightening, my precious child. I formed you specifically for this very journey, my beloved child. You are meant to meet challenges directly, not turn away from them. There is a deep longing within you now, tired of staying concealed, yearning to be fully known and seen. I hear that call, my child, and I am responding. My response is not just comfort. It is also preparing you for what lies ahead. You are not simply finding peace now. You are being made ready for what is coming. The sacred power is rising within you, not to harm you, but as a sign that you are mine. Your spiritual sight is becoming so clear, my child, that the darkness cannot ignore your presence. Because you carry my mark, those who stand against you are compelled to change their course. Do not be concerned when certain paths forward seem to close off, my beloved one. Do not worry when connections with others shift. Do not be anxious when familiar places feel unfamiliar. This is not me stepping away from you. It is me revealing what is truly meant for you. Some relationships are ending because the path I am guiding you on requires different boundaries around you. You are transformed now, my cherished one. Not only deep within your spirit, but in the very core of how you feel about yourself. And where you were once overlooked in your quietness, your very presence now causes unease in some. Quietness was not your final state, my child. It was a time of preparation before you found your voice. Look closely at what is happening, my precious child. Your inner strength is increasing. Those who oppose you are being brought into the open, and your spirit is remembering the reason I made you. You are no longer just one face among many. I am actively working through you. You are the one the darkness fears seeing fully alive with me, my child. Where you are holds significant spiritual weight. Your position is not accidental. You are changing the atmosphere of the spaces you occupy. Every time you lean on trust instead of fear, my child, choose truth over what is easy, or follow my leading. Instead of seeking approval from others, you are causing shifts in the unseen realm. You are not losing your footing. You are finding your harmony with me, my child. This is a time when I am shaping you, my cherished one. And being shaped can sometimes feel like letting go of things. But truly, you are gaining more. The weight you carry is not meant to remain forever, my precious child. It is the effort required to bring something new into existence. You are moving into spiritual places that others only long for. You are doing this even when you feel weary, when it is difficult, with a quiet resilience that the darkness cannot overcome. I see you, my child. You are growing strong through this process. Something is stirring in the hidden world. A movement began the moment you stopped doubting who I made you to be and started living from that truth, my child. The darkness is disturbed, and that is as it should be. Your coming alive has been witnessed. You have become a challenge for the one who stands against you, my beloved one. Not by making noise, but by yielding yourself more completely to me. Each time you followed my way, my child. Each time you faced being turned away, every quiet knowing in your heart, all of it built up within you. And now you are set apart, distinguished both by my work in you and by those who stand against you. The moment you chose not to return to the old paths, my child, the darkness recognized you as a threat. Those who turn away from wrong ways are a challenge, but those who move towards what I have planned for them cannot be stopped. You did not just endure the hard times, my beloved one. You came to understand how they work in the spiritual sense. And now you move forward with clear understanding. Seeing clearly has replaced being led astray. Talking with me has overcome your fear. You understand too much now to be pulled from the path, my child. You feel too deeply to be deceived. This is why the struggle has changed its nature. It is no longer just about luring you away. It is about trying to wear you down. The one who opposes you wants to exhaust you so you will turn against yourself. But he has forgotten that pressure is where your strength is tested. You were made for the strain, my child. The fear you once had of not being understood by others is fading. The need for others to agree with you is disappearing. You are not here to be favored by everyone, my precious child. You are here to be light, and light simply fulfills its intended function. You are beginning to see that some of the most difficult things you faced were actually spiritual lessons, my child. Every experience that tried to keep you hidden away only sharpened your spirit. And now you hold understanding that the darkness wishes you had never gained through experience. The darkness hoped you would remain quiet, my child, that you would stay wounded, that you would stay small, but you did not. You rose with purpose. What once pursued you now retreats from you, my child. Not because you are without imperfection, but because you are positioned by me. Your spiritual influence is no longer just potential. It is active. You have set aside shame, my beloved, and now you wear understanding like a shield. You do not just manage to get by now, my child. You influence the spiritual ground around you. Your steps have impact in places where your name is not yet known. There is a quiet respect about how you move now, my child. A certainty that does not need to announce itself. You walked through the heat, and it did not consume you. You walked through the quiet times, and they did not end you. You walked through the empty places, and they made you pure. And now the darkness knows, my child. You are not the same person you were. That is why some people change when they are near you. Do you sense a restlessness now in settings that once felt comfortable? This isn't because you intend to cause disruption, my child. It is simply because of the person you have become. The way you exist now carries weight. The realm of shadows hoped you would never truly grasp your spiritual identity. But now that you have, their pursuit is over. You are not fleeing, you are overseeing. When you speak, heaven responds, my child. When you lift your heart in prayer, circumstances shift. This happens not because of outward display, but because of the genuine truth within you. The darkness is unsettled because your presence is authentic. Your deep feeling isn't copied, it flows from your core. And your words are no longer hesitant, they are guided. You understand who you are, my beloved one. And when someone I have chosen recognizes their own nature, the schemes of the adversary begin to fall apart. Now is not the time to retreat, my child. Now is not the time to excuse your growth. This is the season to stand firm, not guarding yourself, but making your own way forward. My child, you do not need to strive for a position that is already yours by inherent right. You are not climbing towards something. You are already standing where you belong. Difficulties will persist, yes, but they will no longer confuse you. This is because you now grasp a fundamental truth. Opposition is a marker showing you are on the correct path, not a sign you have failed. You are not being targeted for destruction. You are being equipped for your calling. And with each forward step you take, the forces of darkness withdraw. Your very being is a living statement. The marks left by your journey, the deep sorrows you have carried, the times you felt unheard, none of these were random events. They were all woven into the design I set for you before you even took your first breath. Now the complete pattern is becoming clear. I did not determine your life's course lightly. It was established with eternal certainty. There is nothing accidental about how your path has unfolded. Even when your journey seemed indirect, when sadness weighed heavily, or chances disappeared before you. You were not simply adrift. My hand was directing your steps. Every step you took, every tear you shed, every quiet plea you offered when no one was near. It was all confirmation that you are walking the path I established for you. You are not lost. You are being made known. What you have gone through would have overwhelmed many others. The challenging periods you navigated were not just for your survival. You emerged from those trials not empty-handed, but bearing evidence. Evidence that I still call, still work, still send forth. Everything about your life holds divine meaning. The way you express care, the truth you uphold, the very atmosphere that shifts when you are present, all of it carries significance from my presence. This comes from being marked by my own spirit. You carry the essence of my work within you, and this cannot be copied. Perhaps you do not yet fully grasp how your very presence, your quiet strength, has already begun to loosen the chains holding others. You have become the answer to prayers others have long forgotten, walking into spaces where light is needed. This is not about your own importance, my beloved child, but about the divine nature I placed within you. Each time you move forward, the divine design I set in motion becomes clearer. The resistance you encountered was not because you were without direction. It was because the adversary recognized the divine mark upon your spirit, the potential I placed within you, the people you would assist. He saw what you would become, and it caused him alarm. But see now, you have persevered. You are still here, still choosing what is right even when it is difficult, still placing your trust in me when giving up seemed easier. You do not merely possess a calling, you embody it. For a while I allowed your pace to be slower because what I placed within you is substantial. You were not just protected, you were being made ready. Now, everything you have experienced is coming together. The sorrow you carried, the quiet strength you discovered, the deep surrender of your heart. It is all uniting into a powerful moment. While the world may see someone rising, I see a divine word being made real in this very moment. There is something sacred in those who continue onward after being wounded, who maintain belief after hopes are dashed, who still love after being hurt. That is you, my precious child. You are my declaration of endurance in a world seeking easy paths. And now the next step is not about arriving somewhere, but about allowing what is within you to flow out. You are not merely being placed, you are being released. There is a resonance, a truth, a significance within you that must now be shared. You will not need to announce your presence. Your life itself will speak. Your very being is becoming a vessel for my voice. What you once spoke softly in times of pain, you will now speak with clear certainty. You are the living proof that my word is unchanging, that walking with me brings reward, that my grace extends everywhere. You are not merely a journey unfolding. You are a divine word being brought to completion. There are others still silenced by their struggles, still navigating difficult paths, still unsure if I can work through them. Share this truth with them, my child. They too can embody my purpose. Remain sensitive to the movement of my spirit. This is not a single message, but a continuous unfolding. Staying connected keeps your spirit prepared for what is next.